Bro, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I watched the whole clip, man. I think that Wack really did press and push Hassan Campbell a lot. I think that Hassan backed down. I think Hassan was on some. I think he was on some. I think he was on some. I think he definitely could have handled himself differently. The reason why I don't want to say bitch shit, I think it was on some bitch shit. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I felt the fact that the way that Wack was really coming out and talking about the personal private shit that I wouldn't have ever even said myself, it gave me a lot different respect for Wack 100. I mean, because he's asking the questions that people feel too uncomfortable to ask. There's another thing too is like, man, because I'm thinking about it, and if I had a guy, you know, and if I had went through some shit and he bringing up some real shit like that too, you know what I would have did on the podcast? Cause Wack, like Hassan Campbell, he got into a screaming match with Wack, trying to talk and all this good shit. And it's like, like the way I would have handled it, if somebody would have came to me on some shit like that, and I blindsided me with it, it would have turned into one of these type of things. It would have been like, hey bro, why are you bringing that type of shit up, man? Like, I know we doing a podcast, I know it's for entertainment right now, but like, bro, that ain't cool, man. If you really got something to say, bro, let's step outside. Let's really talk about this shit, because the way you coming at this, bro, it's actually disrespectful, man. I don't fuck with that shit, bro. I don't fuck with that shit, man. I don't fuck with it. And so, Wack, you got something to say, man? Like, cause bro, I do this podcast, I do this entertainment shit, but you kind of crossing some boundaries, man. So like, what's up? What you really trying to say, fam? That's how I would have said it. Not my niggas ain't gonna let that happen. My niggas ain't gonna let that happen. I mean, that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? But it's still some very valid things, man. We grown men. You want to talk about you gangster this, you gangster that, you hard this, you hard that. You talking about you toting guns, and you talking about how you got all these bodies. And this is the thing that's so weird about the fucking black culture, especially with this spiritual shit, is that they want to talk about their gangsters and they got bodies and shit, and then they want to talk about energy and how positive energy and they're not elevated enough. You not woke and shit. It's so fucking weird. I honestly believe it's this fucking like, it's this mentality that is so backwards, man. It's grown kids, fucking grown ass kids. That's what I think Hassan Campbell is, man. I think he's on some grown kid type of shit, bro. And the reason why I say that, I don't really know the nigga. I'm not in no street shit. And once again, you test my gangster, cool. I don't give a fuck, because I ain't no gangster. I'm not no gangster. I'm not no street nigga. I'm just a regular man. Just a regular man that a lot of people didn't really give a fuck about. Just like everybody else, for you got to make a name for yourself. Unless you were born with a silver spoon, unless you got a community around you, you got to make yourself. I'm just like everybody else on some shit. But the way in that interview, the way that it went, Wack, I agree with Wack, man. Hassan looked like a fucking, he looked wild, man. He looked real wild. Now, obviously, he's doing great on YouTube. My man, he's actually about to push up on 400,000 subscribers. That's great. That's really good. You got money. You know what I'm saying? But once again, it's like, it just goes to show the hypocrisy, man. It's like, it's so fucking weird. You want to talk about tribal warriors, leaders this, leaders that, but you still bragging about you got these bodies. It ain't nothing to kill a person. Like, you could get a gun, press the fucking trigger, shoot the motherfucker, do some time, whatever. It's easy to kill a motherfucker. I know what a lot of y'all saying, you ain't never did that shit, you ain't never blah, 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 blah. Listen, of course I haven't done it, because I don't have it in me. To one, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go suffer the fucking court consequences. I got a daughter out here. I got a family. I got shit that I need to do. I can't afford to sit down and do any time in a jail cell. So if from all purposes, if I can avoid it, absolutely I don't want to shoot or kill nobody. But if you come into my place, I'm in Texas. I have stand my ground laws. I got guns. So you fucking with me, you gonna get popped. You know what I'm saying? So it's as simple as that. But when you bragging about this shit, I got bodies. When I was in the jail cell, my niggas, my team. I think it's just really fucking childish. I think it's weird, but there's obviously it's a huge market for that type of content. It's a lot of old niggas that are trying to live like, like they used to. This is DJ Academic said it the best, man. When you in this hood life mentality, bro, you're never required to grow up. That's what I think Hassan is, man. I think Hassan is just a fucking he's a grown ass little kid. It's crazy. Wack said it himself, man. Wack's like, man, he on that eighth grade mentality. It's a market for it, man. It's a market for it. There's a lot of niggas his age that are running around acting like fucking teenagers, man. That's what I see. I think Hassan really does talk about a lot of shit that he didn't present that energy to Wack, man. He didn't present that energy to Wack. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like I'm really not into the gang shit, but I could tell Wack's a scary nigga, man. Wack is a scary nigga because he did pull up Dolo, he pulled up Solo, and he asking that kind of shit. So you liked it. You liked that shit then, Hassan, huh? You liked it. Bro, if that shit really, if you really are about that, man, I'm gonna just tell you, like, I know that, because here's the deal. Hassan Campbell's happy. He wants to get his YouTube career going up. He's making money that he ain't never seen in the streets with his YouTube shit. So he wants to go up with it. He's on DJ Academics' platform talking to Tekashi 6ix9ine, arguably one of the biggest artists in the world. And, like, it's like, you know, he don't want to fuck up that situation. He in a different time. This YouTube is his bread and butter. And so Hassan Campbell's on a network vibe. Hassan he's been effectively declawed. He's got shit to lose now. He's got shit to lose. So all that gangster shit, all that gangster talk, it's like rappers, man. It's like rappers. YouTube is starting to become like rappers. People are starting to, like, rappers will rap about a life that they used to do. Are they still doing that shit? Some are. Arguably, the stupid artists are still doing the same shit that they used to do. No. When you making millions, when you making money, when you out of the hood, when you out of the jacks, when your family's doing better, you can leave that shit behind. But you still continue to make money because you quote unquote feeding the streets by talking about the life that you used to live. That's what I think Hassan is doing. I'm almost 100% positive that's what he's doing. He's getting on camera. He's talking about a life he used to live. But now he's also trying to, like, talk about this. And here's the deal, man. I could honestly do it too. I could honestly do it. I could get on this shit and start talking this spiritual mumbo jumbo, this vibrational shit, and it'll fly because it's the popular trending thing, especially in the black community. It's Israelite, Hotep shit, whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's trending, but I don't believe in it. And it's not only that I don't believe in it. I think it's fucking. I think it's delusional, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's very delusional. I think it's so delusional, and the reason why is because I'm not just not here to say that I'm not awoke. I don't know about energy and shit like that. No, I did a lot of research on it. I did a lot of reading and did a lot of shit like that. I just think it's so fucking weird that motherfuckers are just like, they're just weird, man. There's no real leaders, bro. There's really no real leaders. Hassan Campbell talking about he a leader, bro. He's not a leader. Here's the deal, man. It depends on what kind of leader you're looking for. That is not the leader I would ever look up to. And I call myself a very stand-up, very honorable, very respectable kind of guy. The way that I look, the direction I'm looking in is I'm looking in a more fucking corporate, actual, like a worldly kind of view, man. I want businesses across the world. I don't want just this America shit. I don't want just no Africa shit. For me, dating Africans for the past 6 years exclusively, you guys, I've learned a lot about Africa. And a lot of the shit that African Americans talk about with this Africa type of shit, bro, it's just like, what the fuck you talking about, man? Like, the Africans that are African Americans that are talking about, oh, we need to go back to Africa type of shit. One, niggas ain't never been to Africa. Two, if they've gone to Africa, it's obviously been in the touristy areas. They've never been in the rural, the villages where a lot of the true Africans that are in America really come from, because the two African women I've dated, they were obviously well off compared to their other African, like, family counterparts. But even they still weren't that, like, rich with shit. You know what I'm saying? They still had their struggles. I still help out, you know, my girl with her boxing up to package and send food off into Nigeria because the food, it's ridiculous. The price of everything is ridiculous out there. Now, they can have servants and maids and shit around them and stuff like that because they're better off than the other average African. But servants and maids in Africa isn't as expensive as it is out here. You know what I mean? I just say all that to say, man, I think it's a lot of puff of smoke, man. I do think that Wack 100 absolutely took this W. I don't even know them like that. I don't really listen to Wack 100. I don't really listen to Hassan Campbell, but Hassan looked like a little bitch in the fucking podcast, and I'm gonna just say it, man. Obviously, people are gonna hate me about this shit, but listen, it's just Trey's Unpopular Opinions, man. I think he lost with the shit, bro, and I think that Hassan is just really goofy with the shit, man. And any nigga talking about that gang shit, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on, bro. I don't play those little kid games. grown man shit over here, bro. Seriously. Ain't no gang shit. I don't prescribe to that shit. If you call me I'm not a real nigga for that shit. Well then fuck it. I ain't no real nigga for that shit. I really don't give a fuck because I don't prescribe to those fucking rules. 6ix9ine done exposed the entire industry. All this gang shit is some bullshit, bro. And here's the deal, man. Black people want to continue to kill the other black people because we know that black people don't got power. Well, guess what, man? I'm not fucking with y'all niggas like that. I'm not fucking with y'all black people that are prescribing to that gang-affiliated, gang ethics codes bullshit because 6ix9ine showed it once again, too. There are no honors amongst thieves. And if there was, it is no longer here. It's really no longer here because Hassan Campbell is talking about that gang shit. He talking about he dropping bodies and shit like that. But Wack really said it, man. Wack pulled it out, bro. You talking all this gang shit, but you ain't popping out on the motherfucker that took your manhood from you, so you must have liked it. I'ma say it, man. I think Wack is 100 with it. I think Wack 100. He 100 with it, bro. For real. You want to pop random niggas on YouTube. You want to pop random niggas that got saying some foul shit, but you don't want to pop the nigga that put his dick in your mouth. You don't want to pop the nigga that put his dick in your booty hole when he was a kid. Some different shit going on, bro. Some different type of energy out there. So I'm going to just keep it like that, bro. And once again, I don't give a fuck if you don't like this, bro. I really don't. This is unpopular opinions. Somebody's got to say the shit that other people don't want to hear. Somebody's got to say the shit that other people are too afraid to say. And Wack did it in that interview. Wack did it in that podcast. The truth got to come out at some point, man. And here's the deal. People want to castrate. People want to kill the people that speak the quote-unquote truth on some shit. And in this instance, it was a questions. It was a series of questions that were some real heartening, deep questions that people think is off the table because it's so sensitive. And whether or not it's off the table, it's some legitimate questions, man. Why you got all this energy from random motherfuckers, random black kids, random black people out here, but you don't got the same energy for the nigga that snuck his dick in your mouth, for the nigga that took your booty hole when you was a kid type of shit, bro. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'm out.